Hello students and welcome to DAV Moil Public School. Let's begin an online session of Standard 10th Science with your teacher Mrs. Vandana Ghagre. Dear students, today in the Unit 12 Electricity we will going to study about the resistance when connected in parallel. Let's now see the resistance when connected in parallel. We have already seen what happened to the resistance, overall resistance when connected in series. It is nothing but the sum of all resistance. Now let's us consider the arrangement of three resistors joined in parallel with a combination of cells or battery as shown in the figure 12. See here one activity. Make a parallel combination XY of three resistors having resistances R1, R2 and R3 respectively. Connect it with a battery, a plug key and an ammeter as shown in the figure. Also connect a voltmeter in parallel with the combination of three resistors. Plug the key and note the ammeter reading. Let the current be I. Also take the voltmeter reading. It gives the potential difference V across the combination. The potential difference across each resistor is also V. This can be checked by connecting the voltmeter across each individual resistor. Take out the plug from the key, remove the ammeter and voltmeter from the circuit. Insert the ammeter in series with the resistor R1 as shown in the figure 12.11. Note the ammeter reading I1. Similarly, measure the current through R2 and R3. Let I2 and I3 respectively be the current which passes through the resistors R2 and R3. Then we must think about it. What should be the relation between the complete current through the circuit, that is I, I1, I2 and I3. Now after this activity, it is observed that the total current I is equal to the sum of the separate currents through each branch of the combination. That is, I equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. In the series combination of resistance, we have seen R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. But in the parallel combination, current I equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. It is observed that the total current I is equal to the sum of the separate currents through each branch of the combination, that is, I equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Let Rp be the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination of the resistors. So by applying Ohm's law to the parallel combination of the resistors, we have I equals to V upon Rp. On applying Ohm's law to each resistors, we have I1 equals to V upon R1, I2 equals to V upon R2 and I3 equals to V upon R3. Now we are aware I equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Substitute these all values in that equation. You will get V gets cancelled from all sides because it is common. So only left is 1 upon Rp equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So this is the combination of the resistance and they are connected in parallel. Thus we may conclude that the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance of a group of resistance joined in parallel is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. This is what is the result. The resistance are connected in parallel. Let's solve an example which is based on the combination of resistance when connected in parallel. In the circuit diagram, suppose the resistance R1, R2 and R3 have the values 5 ohms, 10 ohms and 30 ohms respectively, which have been connected to a battery of 12 volt. Calculate the current through each resistors and the total current in the circuit and the total circuit resistance. So here R1 equals to 5 ohms, R2 equals to 10 ohms and R3 equals to 30 ohms. Potential difference across the battery, that is V equals to 12 volt. This is also the potential difference across each of the individual resistors we have already seen in the activity, and therefore to calculate the current in the resistance we use the Ohm's law. So first we will calculate the I1. I1 is what? I1 equals to V upon R1. So that is 12 upon 5. So the current is 2.4 ampere. Then calculate the I2. That is current through the R2. So I2 equals to again V upon R2. The answer is 1.2 ampere. Then calculate the current I3 through the resistor R3. That is V upon R3. The answer is 0.4 ampere. And therefore the total current in the circuit is nothing but the addition of these three current. And the answer is I equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3, that equals to 4 ampere. And thus this is the total current which passes through each resistor. So the total resistance Rp is how you will calculate? It is nothing but the reciprocal sum of the reciprocal of each resistor. So substitute the value. 1 upon Rp equals to 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 30. It is a simple addition of the fractions, and you are aware, dear students, how to calculate it by making the denominators same. So it is 1 upon 3, and therefore resistance in parallel is equal to 3 ohms. So in this simple way we can solve many examples which are based on this type of questions. Now in the figure, R1 equals to 10 ohms, R2 equals to 40 ohms and R3 equals to 30 ohms. R4 equals to 20 ohms and R5 equals to 60 ohms. Two resistors are connected in series and three resistors are connected in parallel. So calculate the total resistance in the circuit and the total current flowing through the circuit. Suppose we replace the parallel resistors R1 and R2 by an equivalent resistance R. Similarly, we replace the parallel resistance R3, R4 and R5 by the equivalent single resistance R2 dash. Then using the formulas we can calculate R dash equals to 8 ohms and R2 dash equals to 10 ohms. Thus the total resistance is 18 ohms. And to calculate the current, we use Ohm's law to get I equals to V upon R, that is 12 volt upon 18 volt, and the current is 0.67 ammeter. Here you can see the combination of resistance, but that resistance are connected in parallel, not in series. We have seen that in a series circuit, the current is constant throughout the electric circuit. Thus, it is obviously impracticable to connect an electric bulb and an electrical heater in series because they need currents of widely different values to operate properly. Another major disadvantage of a series circuit is that when one component fails, the circuit is broken and none of the other components work. So, parallel combination is always the better option. If you have used fairy lights to decorate building on festivals, on marriage celebration, etc., you might have seen the electrician spending lot of time in trouble locating and replacing the dead bulb. Each has to be tested to find which has fused or gone. On the other hand, a parallel circuit divides the current through the electrical gadgets. The total resistance in a parallel circuit is decreased. This is helpful particularly when each gadget has different resistance and require different current to operate properly. So dear students, today we have learned what happens when the resistors are connected in parallel. So here is a small assignment for you based on the same. Try to solve it. Thank you. Have a nice day.